Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is December 29, 2021. Let's talk about beaten down stocks. So in this segment, we'll be talking about beaten down stocks with the price greater than $15. So we can take a look at those and go from there. So with that, let's jump in and get started. As you look through here, the major indices are in the trading range today for most of last week or so. It's in the trading range. I sense this pattern is going to continue. It's hitting a ceiling on top here. It's probably going to come down a little more. And similar story on the NASDAQ 100 also. It's hitting a resistance at the top here, trying to come down. And similar pattern in Dow Jones Industrial Average also. It's trying to come down, as you can see here. And Russell itself is a little bit weaker of the major segments here. Russell is also trying to come down from these levels here, hitting a resistance around 2300 or so. And as you can see here, volume is down for all these major averages. So we got to watch carefully. So this can cause market to really not go too much higher. Most folks are in holiday mode. So that's why market is not doing much here. The moment it goes higher on a low volume, that's not a good sign. So that's why we got to be careful here. So with that, what we'll do next is we'll look at few of these market and see what's going on here. So with that, I'll jump in here. So what I will do is I'll go into Thinkorswim platform here and look at the visualize tab. Many of you might have looked at the visualize tab. So you could look at the index watch here. So first, let's look at Dow Jones Industrial Average, Dow 30 stocks here, and go from there. So as you look through here, Dow Jones Industrial Average, right here. So out of the 30 stocks here, we got 22 stocks up, which is a good sign here. And we got 22 up and 8 down. So that's a good sign in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So that tells you at least breadth is good in Dow Jones Industrial Average. So major upticks are in a few names here. As you can see here, we got Walgreens going up today, and we got Nike doing a nice jump here, and we got your J&J as well as Home Depot, and we got Dow itself, and we got one more here, Amgen. On the negative side, we got your Boeing down here, and we got CVX and Goldman Sachs, and one more here, Verizon, which is down. So as you look through, it's let's look at NASDAQ 100. You'll get a different story here. As you look through NASDAQ 100 here, the story is a little different. We have 60 advancing today, 41 declining. We got few big winners, as you can see here. Biogen went up, probably some good Alzheimer news here. And we got one or two more here, Micron and Moderna, a little bit higher. But as you can see here, there are a lot of these stocks which are declining, and the greens are a little bit muted here, not too much. So last but not least, let's look at S&P 100 here and go from there. So from S&P 100 perspective, we got more advancing than declining, as you can see here. We got Biogen again, stand out here, but otherwise the profits, the performance, the greens are not huge here. It's subdued, as you can see here. So with that, now we'll jump into our Excel spreadsheet here and look at what's going on in the market. So let's look at the Excel spreadsheet, look at the ETF and go from there. As you look through here, ETF, let's look at category 1 to begin with here and see what's going on here. All right, so we got here major indices, as you can see here. From a major indices perspective, we got Dow Jones Industrial Average at the top here. As you can see here, Dow Jones is almost at the top. Let's go back here a little bit. All right, this is much better. So Dow Jones Industrial Average is almost at the top, as you can see here, just 0.2% below 52-week high. So we got to be careful here. Even today it went up a little bit higher, but not too much. And we got EEM, emerging markets, which is trying to see where to go here. It's down nicely from 52-week high, down about 16%, as you can see here. Russell went up very low here, 0.1%. Russell is weak, as you can see here, 8.8% down. So it's not participating in the upward move here. And we got Dow transportation. Typically, when the Dow transports go higher, that's a good sign. The commerce is going well. So that's a good sign here. It's up 0.2%. QQQ, I think money is coming out of these high growth names. That's why QQQ is flat here. It's almost at the top, as you can see here. And we got SPY itself. It's up 0.1% here. It's also almost at the top here. So that's why you got to be careful here. We are almost at the uncharted territory, almost at 52-week high. So that's why you got to apply some caution here and buy quality names. So with that, let's jump in here and look at category 2. So category 2 is all about financials and some of these finance related stocks here and commodities. As you look through here, we got IYR. IYR is doing very nicely. It's a real estate type names here. Look, it's more than 52-week high. It's above its 52-week high, as you can see here. Energy is down, financials is down a little bit. Utilities is up, which is good sign that tells you interest rates are a little bit down. As you look through here, we got HYG interest rates. It's a little bit down, as you can see here. Bonds are down, which is a good sign. So that's helping the stock market a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll look at category 3 here and go from there. Category 3 is all about consumer staples. As we see here, consumer staples are going higher. That tells you, folks are buying consumer staples and, taking the money out of high growth NASDAQ type names here and growth stocks. Healthcare is also going higher. That's good. Gold is staying flat, as you can see here. Just 0% in gold here. A little bit negative, but almost flat here. And next, let's look at next segment here, category 4. Category 4 is all about high growth type names here, risk on type play, as we call it. So let's look at some of these names. IBB Biotech. Biotech is up today with the that's a good news. Some of these vaccine makers have done nicely today, and we got semiconductors. A little bit trying to decide where to go here. Semiconductor is almost at the top, as you can see here, just down 1.7% from the top here. Technology higher by 0.1%. Technology is also at the top. We got to be careful. And XLY consumer discretion is also almost at the top here. So we got to be a little bit careful here. And let's look at category 5 here. Category 5 is all about home builders and remaining sectors here. As you look through here, home builders are up today. I think only communications, which is think about Facebook and some of these names, Verizon, that area is down a little bit here. XLC down, and we got XME metals are also down, as you can see here. XOP, which is oil, that's also down. So with that, what we'll do next is we'll look at major trends and go from there. From a major trend perspective, what we'll also do is we'll look at low RSI candidates, so we can look at what area we can invest in as of now. So these are the low RSI candidates. Keep watching the RSI here, all low RSI. That tells you these names have come down pretty hard. So if you want to invest in some of these segments, you could and go from there. My favorites at this time is around the whole human genomics area. It's completely beaten down at these levels here. I'm buying some of these human genomics names, and those are the good bargains in that area here. And you could look at other areas. The fintech is a good area to invest in at this time. And we got one more here, clean energy. You could invest in this also here. And we've got a few more areas with the low RSI. Look, we got TAN, solar is down big time here. I think it's trying to stabilize. As you can see here, it's just 0.7% down. You could buy some great solar stocks. And also crypto is down big time. You could buy some crypto, even social media, and also space. It's all of them are down. You could find some bargain in those areas. So with that, what we'll do next is we'll look at the stock market and see what we can buy in the stock market. With that, let's jump in here, go into the stocks. All right, so we got the stock market here. We got all the major stocks traded in the stock market with the volume greater than 200K or 200,000. So with that, what we'll do is we'll look at a price greater than $15. So that way we don't look at low price stocks in this segment. So let's say price greater than $15. And if you want to look at low price stocks, I have a different video I just posted. You could look at that one here. So, and we'll also say volume greater than 1 million. So we get some of these, nice volume stocks here. And we'll also sort this by stocks that are down big time in today. All right, one day we want smallest, performance on top here. Let's give it a minute. All right, I think we got it already. So as we look through here today, we got few names which are down big time. We got KBZ here, which is down big time today, 9.8% down. And we got a few more Chinese names as you can scan through here. So what we'll do now is we'll go after quality. We'll say we want a low RSI, so that way we can eliminate some high RSI candidates. And we also want positive gross margin, and we want low debt, so that way we can eliminate some candidates which are not great. So now we are getting somewhere here. We'll also say we want valuation to be below, price to sales ratio to be below 25, so we can ignore some high valuation candidates here. Now we are getting somewhere. We're getting good list of stocks here. You could take a look at these names, and we can even be little more stricter here, and we can say we need positive sales growth here. So now we'll go after positive sales growth candidates. So these are the stronger candidates here. You could take a look at this list. And what I also love is I want to look at stocks that are good from a financial position perspective. If I click on Altman Z here, it will give you all the stocks which are above 1.8 Altman Z score, which tells you these stocks are not going to go out of business. Now we get great set of stocks here. You could look at these names here. It's just a handful, not too much. If you are trying to invest in good companies, this is your list. We got great stocks here with nice sales growth, as you can see here, and nice gross margin, and low debt. These are the good stocks you could invest in, in this scenario. Some of these names are Chinese names. Some of you may not like to buy Chinese names. We could filter out some of these Chinese names here and look at non-China names. For that, I can go here and just set the filter on here in the country and just say ignore China for now. There we go. Now we got all non-China names here, and what we can do is we could look at some of these names here and go from there. At the top of the list, we got Roku here. Roku down, as you can see here. And you could take a look at Roku. It's got price to sales ratio 12, little high, but I think it works here. But this one of the growth stock here. You got to be a little bit careful on Roku. I like the Bitcoin names at these levels here. Look, right, blockchain dropped off big time here. Look, 5-day and even 10-day, 1 month, all big time drop here. So I'm slowly buying blockchain stocks. I mean crypto stocks like right blockchain, BT, Marathon, and few of those just to start accumulating slowly. And Stitch Fix also works here. This one, as you can see, it's already started going higher in a 5-day time frame as well as 10-day time frame. That tells you it's trying to go higher here. It also has a high short ratio along with the along with the right blockchain here. You could take a look at that one too. And even Palantir is a compelling buy at these levels here. If you're a long-term buyer, you could buy some Palantir at these levels. It's a good one also. And you got a few more names you could take a look at here. All great ones. I love Pinterest at these levels here. It's a good one here. And SC is a compelling buy at these levels here. You could slowly buy SC. I think it's a Hong Kong or Singapore based company. You could buy that one too. We got a few more here. 3D printing names like DDD also works here. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, as you can see here. And we got lithium stock here, Livent, one of my favorite here. You could buy big time drop. LTHM is trying to improve, as you can see here. In 5 day there is a positive uptick here. You could buy some LTHM at these levels here. Medtronic, after dropping for a long time, it's showing some signs of progress here. Look, there is a uptick in 5 day here. At these levels you can slowly get into Medtronics. I think it will bounce back nicely. And we got a few more. Tulio, as you can see here. Tulio is not showing any signs of progress yet, as you can see here. Still down, but at these levels, Tulio is a good bargain. And we got Zoom Info. Zoom Info is one of my favorite here. It's showing some signs of progress here. As you can scan through here, there's signs of progress in 10 day that tells you Zoom Info can go higher from here. And I also like CRM, which is salesforce.com. Mark Benioff's company, could buy into this one. It's also showing some progress of improvement in 5 day. That tells you the stock is tired of going down. Anaplan is also a good one. It's also showing some progress, as you can see here in 5 day. And we got a few more, as you can scan through. You could take a look at this list here and go after the stocks which are showing some progress in near term in 1 day, 5 day, and slowly go after those candidates. So with that, what we'll do is we'll quickly go toward the end of this. We got just few more names, as you can see here, and that's pretty much. I think we got a few more names which are trying to go higher. Even GameStop works here. You could buy some GameStop at these levels here. It's trying to go higher in 1 day time frame as well as 5 day time frame here. So with that, even Corcept Therapeutics, one of my favorite here, it's also trying to go higher, as you can see here, turning around, which is a good one here. And you could also look at other names here, which are also good. So next, what we'll do is we'll look at these names where there is a high short ratio, and see if we can take advantage of the high short ratio in these names here. So with that, let's sort this by high short ratio. We want largest on top here. All right, so now we got high short ratio candidate, just a handful, not too much. As you can see here, we got just a few stocks with a high short ratio, just these many here. So you could take advantage of these names. These can create a short squeeze and go higher. Look, nice high short ratio here. All these stocks have got nice sales growth and nice gross margin. And some of them have got net margin positive also, as you can see here. You could take advantage of those names here and try to play the short squeeze game and go from there. Stocks like Corcept here, look, high short ratio, all these started going higher in 1 day. That tells you this may be already slowly starting a short squeeze type scenario. Along with GameStop, same story here, high short ratio. It's also trying to go higher in 1 day and 5 day and 10 day. That tells you it may be already slowly squeezing the shorts at these levels here. So with that, what we'll do is we'll look at even stronger candidates here. We'll go after positive net margin and look at positive net margin companies. These companies are making money right now. All right, so these are the positive net margin companies. We have a handful of them. If you are worried about inflation and prices, going higher, stock market dropping, you can look at the positive net margin companies. These companies are making money. Keep watching the net margin here. End of the day, these companies are making money. That's always good here. So that's why these are the very strong candidates out of all the stocks that we have. They have top line growth, they got bottom line efficiency, and also they got net margin positive. You could take a look at these names here. Some of these names are bouncing off in 1 day, as you can see here. So these are the stronger names. You could buy these and go from there. All my favorites here, we got Pinterest, CRM, which is one of my favorite. Adobe is a great stock here. And you could also look at blockchain, Corcept, all work here. You could buy slowly and go from there. So with that, next what we'll do is we'll look at probably few areas and go from there. One of my favorite ways to look at some of these indices and see what's going on there. So what we'll do is we'll start with the Dow Jones Industrial Average and see what Dow 30 stocks work here and go from there. Let's clear this up and go to Dow 30 here. All right, let's stop this here. I think we'll do it a little differently here. We'll go here to the indices and go from there. All right. So we are just looking at Dow 30 stocks here. As you can see here, we can look at low RSI candidates in Dow 30 and we'll get just a handful. So if you want to buy some Dow 30 stocks here, these are the low RSI candidates you could focus on and buy them. Keep watching the RSI here, all low RSI below 50 here. So these are all the beaten down stocks. You could slowly buy some of these at these levels and go from there. Look, my favorites are stocks like CRM is a good one here. And you could also buy other names. Look, all these stocks have shown some progress in 5 day here. That tells you these are going higher, and Honeywell is going higher even today. That tells you these stocks are tired of going down and they will make their way higher. So next let's look at NASDAQ 100 and see what we can buy in NASDAQ 100. All right, so let's look at NASDAQ 100 here. All right, so now we are looking at just NASDAQ 100. We'll say we want low RSI candidates here. There we go. We got a short list of NASDAQ 100 stocks, all with the, low RSI. So you could look at some of these names here. Keep watching the RSI levels here, all low RSI. Uh, this tells you these are beaten down stocks here, and keep watching the sales growth here. There's many of these stocks have got nice sales growth and nice gross margin, with the exception of maybe one or two here. For example, SCGen here with the negative quarter over quarter sales, and Biogen also same story. But all these stocks work here. You could take a look at these here. We got great stocks like Dexcom, which is down to earth here. You could buy some Dexcom here. RSI 39 tells you completely sold off here. It's a great stock with the continuous glucose monitor. And we got Match.com, which is one of my favorite here. You could buy this one too. Low RSI, just 49, as you can see here. And we got a few more. We got some Chinese names like NetEase, which is a better run company. So you could look at these names here, buy some of those. We got DocuSign here, as you see here. This dropped off big time maybe a month ago. Now it's trying to improve here. It's going higher today. That tells you these stocks are tired of going lower. They want to go higher. Lululemon also works here. You could buy some Lululemon here. It's also trying to go higher, as you can see here. These are the quality stocks in NASDAQ 100, which are beaten down with the low RSI. You could take advantage and buy them slowly. Look, we got Okta here, which is one of my favorite. It's also trying to make some progress here in 10 day and 1 month. So it's also a good one to slowly get into and buy. So with that, what we'll do is we'll look at we'll look at um, the Russell 1000 stocks here, which will include big 1000 stocks, and go from there. All right. So let's look at Russell 1K here. So now we are looking at Russell 1K. So what we'll do is we'll do low RSI here. So we can look at what Russell 1K stocks we can buy here. Because these are 1000 stocks, it can be a handful here. We'll say we want volume greater than 1 million. So get rid of some low volume type Russell 1000 stocks here. So now we're getting volume more than 1 million shares traded. And we got let's also say positive gross margin here. We can whittle down the list further down. I think we got, let's also say, low debt here. Will it down further down here. Now I think it's a manageable. So you could look at these companies here, all Russell 1000 companies with a low RSI and positive gross margin, and also low debt, as you can see here. You could look at some of these names here and buy them slowly into this weakness. And let's look at one or two names here. So as you look through here, we got some names like, for example, DraftKing here, not DraftKing, the next one here, DoorDash. Yeah, DoorDash is trying to make some progress, as you can see here in a 5-day time frame. That tells you DoorDash can go higher here, along with GameStop, same territory. It's going higher right now, which is a good story. And you've got one or two more here. Moderna is trying to go higher. I think Moderna is a good one to buy. Also a little high price, but it's a good one. And we've got a few more here. We got Pinterest. It's a good one too. And we got next one, ADI, trying to go higher. That's a good one. And we got Signify also trying to go higher. You could look at some of those names and slowly buy them into this weakness, and go from there. And we got Unity Software, which is one of my favorite stocks here. You could buy some Unity at this level here. Look, letter U here. It's a great metaverse play. You could buy some of letter U here. It's showing some progress in one day. You could also buy Snowflake, one of my favorite big data play here. It's also showing some progress here. You could buy with Snowflake, and even Unity. There is a little bit high valuation with the price to sales ratio a little high. Keep that in mind. It's high for a reason. These are good companies. That's why it's high. So with that, what we'll do is we'll probably end here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.